Well, good morning. Day 2 days of modelling. Amazing. So I'm going to carry on with the Airfix SeaKing HU.5. Plan today is to do a bit of masking, get the crew seat sorted out, and hopefully I'm going to get on and do the Quinta decals for the instrument panels as well, which will be excellent. Anything else is a bonus, so I shall crack on. So as you can see, I've completed the first set of masking. It is quite fiddly. The front's important, the back not so much, but I do like to do it right. So I just need to start on the next one, and then I've just got the other set to do. Cutting out some masking tape, different sizes and lengths to be able to apply to the part that I'm masking. I'll secure those in place with my fingers in a minute. It's well worth doing with the doors open. If the doors were closed, not so much. So all the masking is complete now, and like anything, I've been modular wise, I'm able to use the same sea grey, in this case MRP 112, and the colour call out actually on Airfix is 27. So yeah, looking forward to this. The dark blue means that it's going to take a few layers, so I'm going to carry on with this and come back to you when it's done. So for about 2.5 hours worth of masking, it was about 5 minutes of painting, and now I'm taking it off, which is always the dilemma. As you can see, I've already started, and I'm really pleased with that. Looks cracking. So the important thing with this is just to make sure that you don't take any of that finish off with your tweezers. The devil's always in the detail with modelling. It's up to you as a modeller how much detail and how much effort you want to put in. I'm a bit of a stickler to wanting to do my best. Is it always accurate? No. For sure not. If it looks like something, it's good enough for me. Other people really want hyper accuracy, and other people are happy just building straight out of the box. The important thing is that everybody enjoys it, and that everybody appreciates the effort that's put into it. So I thought I'd do something a bit more exciting than just painting today. So I've got the Quinta Studio decal set, 3D decal set for the HU.5 instrument panel, and they look absolutely superb. I've never used these before, so I've read the instructions, just like a normal water slide decal, although it does suggest using a spot of super glue to secure them in place as well. So I've got that ready as well. I'm going to give it a go. Let's see how this works out. So I've left them for a little while, give them a test, and it's ready to slide off. I said with this, I'm just going to add a bit of glue, not much. But just enough. Well, that is impressive. Let's see that. So I'm going to carry on doing that and I'll come back to you shortly. So as this is a double build, I'm just using the normal decals for the other aircraft. So I've stuck those into warm water, tested them, drawing them off. Because there is some race detail, I am going to have to use a trusty decal setter. In this case, my preferred use today is Microsol. Just use a damp tissue just to give it a bit of purchase, and then give it a good amount of Microsol. So I'm going to continue with that now for a couple of other bits. So while the instruments are drying, I've got two options for the pilot seats. I've got a Quinta Studio's 3D, which I'm going to use on mine. It comes with the wool padding, which is going to be really good for the seats, and they'll look really good. Then for the other one, I'm using the Edward metal photo etch, which will give some good detail in the front of that cockpit. So I'm going to start with the Quinta first, then I can do a comparison afterwards. So while I've letting some stuff dry, the wool padding that's on the seats needs to be replicated, so I'm just using some Vallejo sand and some Vallejo white colour with my stippling brush. So putting some on and then just gently dabbing it on to try and give that effect. If you can see that. So the dark colour goes on first, I'll let that dry. And then I'll put the white on top to give it some depth of colour. So you can see I've added a bit of masking tape so I can get right up to the back of the chairs. While I'm doing this, been thinking about the Quinta 3D decals, which look absolutely amazing. And there is some argument that they do enhance the model, and yes they do, but I like a bit of old school as well. I like the fact that you're given the opportunity to do a bit of weathering, a bit of dry brushing, a bit of detail work, paint work. And I don't think that it has to be lost. And I think you can get just as much of an effect doing it that way as you can by buying third-party kits to enhance your model, which can be expensive and does increase the cost of making something like this. It's personal preference again. But you know, I don't think losing the that skill of being able to paint small dials and details should be lost either. So I'm now just adding the white paint. It's got a little bit of that sand colour in it, just to, and I think it works really, really well. I'll put it up against the Quinta decals later for you to have a look at. So another good day. I'm going to call it a day, having done some detail, and I promised I'd show you the difference. So the Quinta decals are here compared to the standard kit. And the standard kit's got some really good detail on it, and it'll make a really good display model when it's finished. And the same with the harnesses, the Quinta versus the Edward. So that's the Quinta. And there's the Edward. I'll just turn them around. So I'm really pleased with those. So thanks for joining me. Hope you've had a good weekend. This week, busy back at work, but hopefully I might get a bit done in the evening. And I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.